Kokalar, Megatron's fortress.
He always was modest.
This road will take us to a side entrance. Once inside, we find and destroy the Darkspark.
And Cliffjumper?
We will do everything we can for Cliffjumper. With luck, he is still alive.
Been a long time since we've seen any luck, Optimus.
Then we are long overdue. Take them down. You can't hide forever! Autobots! Scrap them!
Still quiet as the night, baby. Yo, Optimus, I've been thinking.
Yes, Jazz?
Cybertron is dead and we're leaving. Why not just let Megatron keep his new toy?
The arc is not yet finished. If Megatron gains control of the Darkspark now, Iacon will fall long before the arc is ready, and all hope will be lost.
Well, when you put it that way, let's get it done. I could use a dead bag, but it might cause a fuss.
Excellent. Hello, and welcome to the Animadius Res documentation of my rise to Supreme Leader of the Decepticons. Or at the very least, significant prominence. Small steps. Yes, each thing in its place. That is the way. But my place is not here. Oh, no. Well, it is here. Kokalar, that is. But not here. Here, as in no more than a glorified assistant. But I am not just biding my time. Oh, no. I did not get here through complacency. Just ask the last glorified assistant. The fool! He was complacent, and even worse, trusting. Ha ha! And that proved to be his downfall. It was a simple matter to mislead him into filing false reports and be perfectly placed to catch his attempted deception. Of course, I had to report him immediately. And who better to take his position than the one who discovered his betrayal? Ha ha! He deserved to be trod beneath my heel. Just another step on my ascent. And worry not. I have further machinations already set in motion to secure additional advancement. Because I, if anything, am a Decepticon, and it is in my very nature to scheme. Behold my brilliance! Behold it!
That works too. Shoot the vents.
Shoot the vents.
Rock and roll! Couldn't help myself.
Jazz, stay focused.
Roger that. Well, we're inside.
Then let's rescue Cliffjumper and take back the Darkspark.
Any alarms. I guess those turrets are just here to shoot up scraplets.
Even Megatron must contend with pests.
Pretty sure that's how he sees us.
Why did I have to end up on recycling duty?
Because you screwed up!
So why did you get put on recycling duty?
Because I happened to be nearby when you screwed up, skid plate!
What the? Battle stations?
Prime! Lock down the area! You try to be this slow, or does it come naturally?
I'll find a way out of here.
Watch sharp! Rocket incoming!
Need a better battle point! You guys see this smoke?
out here, Optimus. We ain't going this way until they're deactivated.
So, that didn't work. How was I to know that they updated the passcodes to the armory? But surely you could see how Fortune itself had to conspire to thwart my designs. The plan itself, flawless. The execution, just so. The failure, obviously no fault of mine. But no matter. I'm not one to get leaky over split energon. Where one access hatch closes, another opens. Yes, there is another way. Oh, you will love this. How delightful, how exquisite, how decidedly dastardly. It would be 2 scraplets with 1 energon grenade. There, you see? Am I not resilient as Starscream? Resourceful as Soundwave? Logical as Shockwave? Do I not deserve, then, to be amongst them? Dare I say, leading them? My ambitions are not grandiose. They're precisely in proportion with my worth! Ha ha!
Barbaric, but effective.
These turrets ain't gonna deactivate their cells, Optimus.
There is always a way, my friend. Here, this should override the lockdown in turrets.
Whatever you did worked. Those turrets have stopped singing. Sound the alarm! Sound the alarm! I'll put this one right here. Just need a nano click here. Come back here, you!
Rocket is coming! Watch out!
Turn you into a rolling trash can!
We fight for our freedom!
What a throw! Some crazy stunts, but this one's gotta be in the top 5. I mean, Infiltrating Kaon!
It is only one more step on the path to freeing all Cybertronians from Megatron's tyranny.
True. But this is classic. Hold up. I'm starting to sound like Cuff with his war stories. I can't be getting old. I'm too cool to get old. Recycling unit, come in. What's happening down there?
That would have been a boring conversation anyways.
He should never have challenged us.
Here, let me show you how to aim.
top of that walkway so you can break the panels.
Good thinking.
This thing ain't exactly light, you know.
I'm through. Jazz, grapple across.
On my way.
This looks like the end of the recycling unit.
About time. That place just wasn't my scene.
The further we go, the more concerted the Decepticon defenses will be.
Nothing we can't handle. As bad as this is, we've seen worse.
Fewer target. Megatron will always underestimate us. A battle for freedom is a battle fought with every circuit. We will prevail.
You never fail to inspire, Optimus. That's why you're the Prime.
As I assured you, such a trivial, insignificant setback was never going to short my capacitors for long. All I needed was the right, how shall I say, cohort. Clever enough not to foil my plan, but not so clever as to see me opening the smelting pit beneath him. Metaphorically speaking, of course. Of course. I am not so crass and unimaginative, no. His demise will be far more elaborate, as befitting one of my plans. And never fear, I think I have the perfect someone in mind. It will be so easy. He will never suspect a thing. I am ambidextrous. With one hand I will offer energon, power. All the while, with the other I shall take everything. What then, you ask? Why, there will be only me, and but the shortest of leaps to the top! The top!
We'll need to bypass that defense grid to move forward.
Looks like that's the power source right there. Scrap it, and the whole thing will go offline.
Then we can be thankful this base was designed by Decepticons.
You crappy fucker!
Plug in!
Look out, Optimus! More cars!
That was unavoidable.
I'm gonna knock you down to face left. Enemy is off scope. Autobots are here!
We gotta find the power source to lower the defense grid.
We got Autobots on us!
Fewer targets.
Oh, if you could only have seen how well, let's be honest, how I manipulated the events as if the entire thing was pre-programmed. Everything according to plan. That is, until my ungrateful cohort, the slag pile, tried to double-cross me. The audacity of it. How dare he presume to betray me? Me! But he did not expect the missing energon to be found in his storage unit. How I cherished his expression as he desperately sought help from any corner. None dared speak, though, as they dragged him away. It was positively poignant. My victory, that is. Not that it was ever in any doubt. The top beckons, and I am bound for it. Imminently. Any who dare to come between me and my destiny will suffer the same fate. Let all beware! Spread the word! I am not to be trifled with!
Autobots are here! Just need a nanoslip here! We're gonna wipe the floor with you!
We will not be defeated!
You can't...
Hey, Optimus, let's see if that terminal's got any good info for us.
Can you find anything on Cliffjumper?
He's alive. That's the good news.
And the bad?
They got him in Shockwave's holding cells. He's scheduled for... You don't want to know.
Then let us see him to safety.
Roger that. We're getting close. The central hub is just through this hallway. Hey, Optimus. It's been a little too easy so far, you know?
It is worrisome, but we have no choice but to press on. Cliffjumper and all of Cybertron depend on us.
So, we pretty much walking into a trap.
Affirmative. Wrong side. This will make no difference. He should never have challenged us.
Optimus Prime, what an unexpected honor. Decepticons, give our guests a warm welcome.
I can hear you tremble.
Say Megatron knows we're here now.
So he does, but it does not alter our course. We must still rescue Cliffjumper and retrieve the Darkspark before any more harm can be wrought.
On that note, Cliffjumper should be just ahead.
Watch out!
Cliffjumper!
We need a strategy. The prison is heavily defended.
I can hack the outer defenses with that security console. Should buy us some time. Hey, might even let us take over that turret on the other side of the prison. That is, assuming we can make it over there.
Good idea, Jazz.
Hey, improvisation is my specialty, Primo.
Automatic defense system deactivated. Manual systems now online.
Yeah, that'll do. Cover me, Optimus. Sound the alarm!
How
Sound the alarm!
What? It is
You apart well by well.
No. Inconceivable! Nah! Not when I was so close! Oh, how fickle this place is!
What a
How
waste of
precarious
energon!
we all perch! But a single spore shove from the drop. And it is inevitable.
Coming up
If
empty!
I, the best and brightest of the Decepticons, am so suddenly and swiftly, unfairly
tactics are a
toppled,
bit
then
much for you
none
to
are
comprehend.
Beware, or you may be next. I know not where my fall will
Enemy is
end.
off.
But surely there are ways to slow my descent.
It rust and win
Maneuvers
wars.
to
We
be
need
made,
that's the
deals
Autobots
to be
here.
done. The situation must be retrievable.
Does he disappear like
I
that?
can save this. I will rebound. Twice as powerful. 4 times as clever.
I'd collect these casualties if I could. Barbaric, but effective.
Jazz? Is that you?
One and only, baby. Hang tight. We'll get you out of there in no time. Not going anywhere. Come on, what's wrong with you, you piece of junk?
Direct hit.
I'll put this one right in your face. Scrap, the system's rebooting itself. Rocket cannon.
Won't hurt any more Autobots.
However did you manage to make it all the way to my holding cell?
Megatron.
To think that you would simply walk into my prison. Enjoy your stay, Autobots!
Well, we are definitely trapped. Is there a plan B? Yeah, but you ain't gonna like it.
Perceptor, are you listening?
Indeed I am, Optimus.
Commence Operation Longshot.
Optimus, are you sure?
That is an order. Prime out.